We're dealing with a lot of cross currents here in the geopolitical turmoil we're seeing truly around the world. What is the reaction from the Finnish government and from NATO?
Well, this gas leak was detected outside Finland's territorial waters, but inside its economic exclusion zone, and so therefore it's leading the charge with this investigation. And what we've learned, of course, is that the operating theory behind that investigation was that this leak was caused by an incident that was deliberate, that there was sabotage involved with this pipeline. It happened in quite shallow waters off the coast, about 60 meters down. And so the basis of the investigation is that this was deliberate. There are very few other details about that, what might have caused it. Of course, who might have caused it is the big question as well. And that investigation will take some time. But certainly it's very interesting that just a matter of days after the leak was first detected, they're already saying that from their end it looks like it was a deliberate act. And what they're doing is they're sharing as much information as they can with NATO, with other allies in the region, to try and ascertain as quickly as possible what might have happened. So you can imagine they're looking at any kind of visual elements they've got. They're looking at the damage to the pipeline itself. But it's just very interesting they've come out so quickly again and said that their operating principle from the outset in this investigation is that it was deliberate.
I mean, the fact that it is being considered deliberate, and you brought this up beautifully, that the question is who. There's already so many conspiracy theories, I feel like, circulating in the media and beyond about the timing of all of this, given that the focus in terms of war has shifted to the Middle East in the last couple of days or so. Talk to us a little bit about the vulnerability of this energy infrastructure. I mean, who even has incentive to do it?
Well, that is the big reminder, of course, as we start to get towards those cooler months in Europe. And again, the questions around energy security seem to be coming to the fore. You can't help but notice, of course, Finland's proximity to another country, and that country, of course, is Russia. Finland's not naming any country in particular, but we do know, of course, that Russia has used its gas supply to Europe. It's used energy in general as a weapon in its war against Ukraine, be it sort of cutting off supplies of energy to Europe. Of course, the question still remaining over the explosions on the Nord Stream pipeline a year ago, and no country's ever been formally blamed for that. But of course, a lot of fingers pointed at Russia also potentially. And so you've got a sort of a history of Russia using energy as a weapon. We know already they're stepping up their attacks on energy infrastructure again inside Ukraine, targeting those assets going into the winter months. So it does fit a pattern. Of course, again, no country is assigning blame this early for what might have happened with the pipeline off the Finnish coast. But Russia's name certainly has to be in the mix there.